Am I audible, students? Online students? Right. So now it is the time to move to the next stage. I hope you understood, all of you, related to, you know, the concept of Python programming with E colon, say 7 a.m. Python with Oracle. Okay. So if I open the index of that, we learn the complete topics of what I wrote it here: DDL, DML, DRL, and all of them, metadata. And I will go to the same example, the same communication with what next? And the communication between Python and Oracle also done. The same type of all the steps are same. And when I come to this processing time, and you have seen DRL processing is different, DML processing is different, and DDL statements processing is different. Right, students? So you might work on it and you might practice those examples. Now it is the time to see the same type of thing. We need to go for what? MySQL, I need to go for it. Before entering into MySQL, I just want to go for it. The same type of steps I will take it. Let me take the same thing. I'll go for some small changes here. What are the changes to be done? Something like this. Oracle, MySQL, I am going to take it. There you need to take to establish, to develop Python and MySQL database communication. MySQL communication, we need to have the following prerequisite. Number one, install Python software. Next is called what? Install MySQL database software, and install corresponding database module for Python programmers. So here, for MySQL developers is concerned, we need to install what here? MySQL hyphen connector. This is a module we need to install. And one more dependent module we need to install, MySQL hyphen connector hyphen Python. I need to install these kind of three things. Two things we need to install. These two things we need to install, students. MySQL hyphen connector, MySQL hyphen connector hyphen Python. These two modules we need to install. Okay. After installing the above softwares, we develop the application which will establish the communication between Python software and MySQL database software. So here I'm going to take up, so I'm going to take MySQL and what are the modules to be imported? So import, which one here? This type of thing we go for it. This is not necessary here. This module only we need to import. This module we don't take it. This we will go for what? Import MySQL hyphen connector. Here we used to have connector, but we used to say what? Dot. Import MySQL dot connector, MySQL dot connector, and other modules if required. That we will install it. After that, we will go forward. Import. I mean MySQL dot connector. Import MySQL dot connector and other modules if required. And other modules if required. So when Python programmer want to communicate with MySQL database, we must import this kind of module. So we are importing this type of module. Okay. So import this kind of module. Okay. After that, next connection is going to be little different. Connection is going to be little different. I would like to speak out. So get the connection from MySQL database. So first of all, you must understand about how MySQL is organized. I want to go for it. So do you know MySQL? Hmm. Do you know MySQL or not? Yes or no? Option A, yes. Option B, no. Option C, silence. Option D, not listening properly. What is that? Option A or B? Option B, don't know. What do you know? Only Python. Only Python if you learn, it's not correct now. You have to learn other things also. Full stack Python, you people are. Full stack Python, you people are. Kumar Rajesh. What is that? Kumar Rajesh, sir. Once you said good hairstyle is like good subject for 3 months. It was good, sir. But now I get hair fall, sir. I cannot comb good hairstyle, sir. Okay. Okay. So let it be. Are you married or unmarried? Kumar Rajesh. Are you married or unmarried? No problem, my dear student. Nothing will happen. So you get hair fall, sir. Now I cannot comb good hairstyle. No problem. But you try to. Are you reading the notes daily? So, mm, so are you reading the notes daily? Okay, not daily reading. Then why you got hair fall, my dear student? So now that's not a problem. What you do is I'll tell you one small technique to cover that hair fall. You go for a small cutting so that you can cover that hair fall also. Okay, now. So shall I continue my topic now? Right. So come to the point back. So and there is no relationship between my subject and your hairstyle. Okay, just only in middle of it to make you something with fun. I said that. Okay, good hairstyle is nothing but what? Good subject. Correct or not? Hmm. Okay. So coming to the point of it, even in my class, 11 o'clock class, one student is coming. Very long hair person is coming. He is coming continuously. He already paid the fees before my class only because he said as he came yesterday. I called him. I called him. He only came. I called him also. So I asked. Already he shown me the receipt to me only. When I was sitting there, he showed me the receipt directly to me. So I said before my batch only he was paid. So I said, why you paid? No, sir. My two sisters are your students, sir. They're working, sir. So my sister said that go to class. Don't stop anytime going to the class. No friends, nothing. You do the course perfectly. We'll take care of you. They said it seems. So when he become very close to me, I will ask why this much style. And first time I'm seeing boy is having this much of almost so much hair style is there. Very long hair. Okay, anyhow, Kumar Rajesh, you diverted me from this topic. Come to MySQL. Come to MySQL here. Anyhow, Kumar Rajesh, take care. And because you are unmarried still, so take care by yourself. Try to comb properly and read notes also at the same time. So now I'm going to take up MySQL here. MySQL, Oracle is a collection of what? Oracle database is a collection of what? Oracle database is a collection of what? Tables. Table is a collection of what? Records. Before I entered, I already said no. Hmm. MySQL is a collection of what? Collection of databases. 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 MySQL is a collection of what? Databases. Databases is a collection of what? Tables. Collection of tables. Same. Here onward, same. Database is a collection of tables. Now next is called what? From here onwards, it is same. Here I am going to write it. It is a collection of what again? Records. So what is coming extra here? What is coming extra here? Databases are going to come. So if you come to this, for example, I'm developing an ICICI banking and I'm developing an ICICI banking, for example. I will go to, this is my bank software. I'm developing banking project. Permanently, I will take the name of the database as a bank database. It is a database name. It is a single database name I am taking. Inside of that, what are the tables I am taking? I am taking customers database, and I'm taking something like what um, loan takers. Then I'm taking employees of the bank. I will take it. Here I'm going to take it here. Customers, customers. Under that here I will take it as what borrowers, and I will take it as what bank employee tables. What are these? All these things are called. What are these three things are called? Tables. Each table is containing what here? Column names. You know now? Column names. So here we are supposed to learn, we are supposed to learn column names. What is this now? Customer number, CNO, that is called ACNO, ACNO, C name, and next balance. Like that, I need to take care. I need to take care about all these columns. I need to take care about all these columns. Next, I will take it as what? Loan number, loan account number, LN, LNACNO, loan account number. Next is called what customer name and the L amount, loan amount. You can take it. Loan amount. How much loan you have taken it. And under this employee number, name, and next is called what? Salary, and next is called the DSC, designation. What are all these things are called, students? Tables. So database, MySQL is a collection of what? Databases. Database is a collection of tables. Each table is going to contain what? Records. Ultimately, our goal is what? Keeping the records in the table. Keeping the records in the table. So what should I create? Table. To create the table, what should I create? Database. So to go create a database, I must go to where? MySQL. Shall I go to MySQL? Right. So how to get MySQL? I already said in my index, MySQL link also I gave you. Everything is there with you. So now I need to go to this. Are you following me? Good. So online students, carefully try to follow. Did you understand the structure? Suppose if I go to one more thing called what, students? One more thing I am taking. Here I am taking university, for example. Universities is also called one type of what? Hmm. Come on. University is a database name. Is a database name. Is a database name. Under the database, what is there? Under university, colleges list will be there, and then next is called a departmental list will be there, employees details will be there, teaching staff details will be there, non-teaching staff details will be there. They are all called what? Tables. Are you able to follow? Right. Tell me, students, bank and university are called databases, and customers, borrowers, employees, all those things are known as what? Tables. So first I need to go to where? MySQL. Shall I go to MySQL? Well, my dear students, let me go to MySQL here. Here I'm having MySQL with me. MySQL with me, latest version of it. I'm going to use it, run as administrator, go to this place. Asking the password. The password for this MySQL, we gave it here is a root I am giving. Root. We gave it as a root. So it is enter into where, ma? Like a SQL command prompt. We are having what? MySQL. So now I am at where? MySQL place. So I need to see what here. Come on, databases. To see the databases which are already present, we go for what? Show databases. Spell out. Show databases. Simple. Databases. Show databases semicolon. It is showing the number of databases which are already available. What are the databases available? Batch 11 AM, information under schema, like that we are having. This is the database I was created. These are the databases which is already present. Learning database is a very simple. Actually, database course can be learned just by sitting in the bus, going to the home. During this journey only, you can learn the database. That much easy it is. So, coming to the point of it, batch 11 a.m. I need to see. To go to that database, you need to say what? Use. Use. What I'm saying? Batch 11 a.m. Use batch 11 a.m. There are so many databases are there. Which database you want to go? You say use batch 11 a.m. Okay, enter a key. So database control go to batch 11 a.m. In the databases, what are present? Tables. Already structure I gave. Tables. To see the tables, we use what? Show tables. Spell out. Show tables. These are the tables which are available. Tables in batch 11 a.m. Employee table and next is what? Student table. Getting my point? From here onwards, creating table, altering table, reading the data, inserting data, deleting data, updating data, same commands. But show databases, use database name, that are all called what? Native commands of what? MySQL that are available only in the MySQL. So 90% is same. The 10% is going to be differing from one place to another database. Are you following me? Hmm. Come on, how do you see the description of employee? DESC, same. Oracle also same. Here also. SQL is a common language, standard language, which is communicating with all the databases. DESC, your table name. What is the table name? Employee, semicolon. And see, students, it is a way. Actually, MySQL database is very nice database, very good database, which is a fully designed also. Field name, type, null, key, etc. What is the field name? ENO. Field name is nothing but what? Column name. What is the type? Int. There it is. Oracle is what? Number. Number. So data types will differ from one database to another database, but SQL commands remain same. Correct or not? Every human being will contain two eyes, one nose, two ears, one mouth, and two legs, two hands. All people, but their behavior is different. Correct or not? One person will read daily, one person will read now and then, one person will read daily and practice also. Correct or not? Like that. And the name is called what? Varchar only. Varchar. Varchar to no. Varchar only. And sal is called what? Double. Double is nothing but what? Which is the higher than the float. Float is called a single precision and double is called what? Double precision. Single precision means after the dot it will take 6 decimal places. If I go for the double, it will take what? 7 extra will be taken. That is almost double than the float it will take. And that problem will not be there with the Python programmer. Why? Python, everything stored in the form of objects. Object stores which data? Unlimited amount of data. Are you following me? And moreover, Python is one of the dynamically typed programming language. Do you know this? Well, students. Now, how do you see the, I will explain this once again. Go to see the records in that, select star from where? Employee. Select star from employee. Same comments, ENO, ename, salary. It is going to have beautiful structuring the table also. Are you following me? So this is the database. I want to go for one more time called what? Student. How do I go for it? Hmm. DESC. What is the next? Student. These are the things. Name, number, name, marks. There are so many databases are there. That's why we added MySQL in the full stack Python also. You need to learn it. Why are you not learning, students? ఎందుకు నేర్చుకోవట్లేదు? Why are you not attending? Already you joined full stack now? Then why you are not attending? Attended? Attended, not attended, or about to attend, attended. Okay, then why you are not saying that? So you are fearing you may ask some question and all. Definitely, if I ask a question, you cannot answer. Attended or not? Attended. Who attended? Raise the hands. Okay, good. Now, good. Now I'll ask one question. What is the normalization? Normalization. Normalization is very important to design the tables. Is class is going on? Class is going on. MySQL is already over. Over. How many days they taught? 2.5 months. MySQL and 1 month. Hmm. Okay. Normalization explain. Normally 1NF, 2NF, BCNF, third normal form, fourth normal form, fifth normal form, designing the databases. No? Hmm. Just creating table and selecting. Even that also, I also will say. So that's what students these days, when new people are coming and taking, they're disturbing your things. Okay. Anyhow, okay, Ma Asif. So that's what I'm saying. Because they don't have the subject, they will just rush over it. Anyhow, I will speak to them. I'll make them to go for more content. I gave the content also. I gave the content also. MySQL content, if you see, full stack Python. Here, if you go for it, MySQL, here you see, MySQL at the level of complete explanation, complete content I am giving. All this chapter 1, chapter 3, of course, chapter 2 onwards I'm starting. Chapter 3, under that lot of sections. So, chapter 4, under that lot of things. Chapter 5, chapter 5, about null. Chapter 6, chapter 7. Like that, I am having almost how many things here? Almost how many? 34 chapter. JSON. Explained JSON. JSON with databases. JSON with database explained. So, here, this type of things. Extract operations, create JSON object and an array, these things. So MySQL admin triggers, next events. These are all my ISM engine and all these things. Like that, I'm having almost how many, 68 related performance issues explained. So this is, I gave already, they need to follow that. So any of students, so let me come to my topic. So here, section 1, this is a step number 1 done. And you come to this place, here I'm going to write it. Select star from, what is this now? Student. Select star from student. This is the data what we have. Are you following me? So now I want to create a table. How do you create a table? Same as Oracle only, but what is different? Data types are different. So how do you create a table? Create table, table name, same, it is same to same. But the table should present in where? Database. So to come out of that, I will use what? Exit. It is coming out of it. How do you go to MySQL now? MySQL client, I will take it. Command client, I will take it. You tell me how to enter into that. Password you need to enter, which is having root with me. MySQL, I am using it. So I need to go to where first? Databases. How to create database? Come on. How do you see the databases? Show databases. Databases are available. Now I want to create a database from my side. How to create a database? You need to go for it. How to create a table first? Create table, table name. How to create database? Create database, database name. Actually, databases, no teacher is required. No teacher is required. Like that. But you prefer somebody should sit in front of you, they need to teach. So any person who is teaching to you, they should be an intelligent first of all in their schools, colleges, in everywhere. So let it be students. So now coming to the create, create database, database, database name I need to take. Database name I am taking. Batch 7 a.m. I am taking. Batch 7 a.m. I am taking. Or batch KVR I'm taking. KVR, semicolon. What is created? Query is okay. One row affected. So see that again, show databases. So is the KVR created or not? Right. Now, how do you remove the table, drop table name. How do you drop the database? Drop database name. Should connect. Come on, drop database. Come on, database name. So semicolon. Are you okay? Show the databases once again. There is no database name called what? Here we are here. Are you following me? How do you create a database through Python program? How do you create a database through Python program? How do you remove the database through Python program? How do you create a table through Python program? How do you execute DDL statements, DML statements, and DRL statement? That is our task today. Shall I show you now? So this is what we done. We done at the environment of MySQL, but I want to execute these things through Python program. That is our task. Let us go to the point. After importing this part, we need to go to where? After importing this area, I need to go to where? Every Python program must get the connection from where? MySQL. MySQL. After importing, go to that MySQL dot connector. After importing MySQL dot connector, Python program must get the connection from which database? MySQL database. To get the connection from MySQL database, we must use which function? Connect function only, which is present in where? Which is present into MySQL connector module. MySQL connector module. Connect function is same in all the databases. What will be changing? Only module will change. How do you use it, students? Syntax I'm going to write it. Come on, easy. MySQL dot connector. Here I'm going to write it. Different things will be coming. After same thing only in different way I will show you. Host is equal to host. What is the host? DNS. Host is nothing but what? I will write it. DNS. DNS. I will write it. DNS. I can write it. Or I can write what IP address also I will write it. IP address. Anything you can write it. Anything you can write it. Comma. You will write it, comma. For your better understanding, I'm writing the next line. User is equal to what? Username. Username of MySQL. Username of MySQL. Next is what? Password. PASSWD. Not password. PASSWD is equal to. What is this now? Password of what? MySQL. Password of what? MySQL. This is the connecting kind of string. You know DNS name. What's the DNS? Local host. If you are working in companies, you will have the IP address of the database machine. You will write it. So this part I am going to take up, students. So here I will write it. Example. Here I am writing host is equal to what? DNS only. Variable name represents connection object of what? Class MySQL data. MySQL MySQL dot connector dot connection. Something may be there, connection. Main important thing is what? Connection is an object here. And what is this now? MySQL dot connector represents name of the predefined third party module. Connect same to same. Username represents username of which database? MySQL database. And password, PASSWD, represents password of MySQL database. MySQL database. And the DNS represents domain naming service. IP address, service ID not necessary, students. Service ID not necessary here in this place. When you pass, it is, of course, this is not necessary. If we specify any part of the things, any part of the data, any part of what, any part of connect function as wrong, then we get what here? MySQL dot connector dot database error. Are you following me? That is only the different. Rest of them are same. Cursor object same. Purpose of creating cursor object, cursor object importance. Connection object dot cursor, and which is present into where, MySQL dot, MySQL dot, here I will write it, connector dot, connector dot cursor. Every Python program must place the query, everything same. What is different? Importing. Connection is different. Rest of the statements are same. So let's go to the example. Online students, is it clear, my dear students? Is it clear? Quick. So, Pushpalata, sir, MySQL and SQL Server is same. No, they are different databases. MySQL is a open database. As on today, it is under the maintenance of Oracle Corporation. MySQL is my SQL Server. That is a Microsoft related database. Database name, that both of them are database, but they are maintained by different vendors. So once you know SQL, both the databases are different. Same. So once SQL is a standard common language, I said. What they are differing? Some small syntax may be differing, and data types may differ. Some native statements are different. So 90% of the things are going to be same. Puchvalata, I think you are getting it. So MySQL is also owned by Oracle only. So coming to the point of it. Okay, Pushpalata, which one is better to learn? I say better to learn always MySQL. MySQL is a strong database compared to all the databases. For learning MySQL, no teacher is required. Take any tutorial, you will get it. You will understand. So see the reviews and then go for it. Now I'm going to enter into the further. So I'm going to enter into PyCharm. Now I'll go to the PyCharm. Where is my PyCharm here? Something happened and it removed completely. Something removed. Anyhow, so I'll be going for this. This is my previous data. So I'm going to take up this, go to the place. Now I'm taking 7 a.m., 7 a.m., 7 a.m. MySQL examples. 7 a.m. MySQL examples. Right. Let us have a go to that. I'm going to take new. I'll say Python file, MySQL connection test, example1.py, example1.py. Go to the connection test. Come on, I forget what to do now. Quickly import MySQL dot connector. Connector. I'm going to take it. I will go for it. Come on. Connection is equal to MySQL dot connector dot connect connect. Now I'm going to say, what is that now? Host is equal to what I'm writing, localhost, localhost, comma, user, I will write it. User is equal to what? In my system, I gave it as a root, and password also given as root only. Oracle is asking both username and password, but it is asking only what? Password. That is more than enough. Both of them, they gave root and root in my system by the hardware engineer. Once the statement is successful, I will write it what? Python program, Python program got a connection from, got a connection from which database, students? MySQL. Okay. Now I need to go for running this code. Just to run it, you will get what? Error. What is that error? You know already. Module not found error. You know error already, right? Module not found error. Do you know what is the module not found error, students? That means it is my PyCharm is not recognizing third-party module called MySQL.connector. Do you know how to configure it? Yes, I forget. Tell me what you will do. Tell me. Go to main menu. Go to main menu. Go for what? Settings. main menu, go for settings, take your project, 7 a.m. MySQL examples is a project. Now I'm going to Python interpreter. I'm telling to Python interpreter. Why? During the compilation, this module is not found. Go to that. I'm taking, clicked on it. Now I'm going to take it what? Pip or what? Plus. Pip or plus. So plus I'm taking. Plus I'm taking. Come on, I forget. MySQL hyphen connector connector. During searching time, hyphen connector. During importing time, dot connector. If you apply common tendency, here searching for dot, they're importing with hyphen, you will get 24 errors, you will get it. So you need to be careful enough. That's why when class is over, immediately you need to practice. That is the style. So here it is going to be MySQL connector. It is the MySQL driver written in Python, authors, Oracle and its affiliates. Oracle Corporation owned this kind of MySQL. So go for this. Now I'm going to click on this install package. Install package. So here it is under installation. Once it is getting successfully installed, we'll go for one more module we need to install. What is the module I said? This is installed successfully. It is installed successfully. Now I need to go for one more module called what? MySQL hyphen connector. That also I will install. That is also going to be same. So it is a description is given, my dear students. A self-contained Python driver communicating with MySQL servers using API. That is nothing but using module. That is nothing but. Yeah, that is a complaint with the Python database API specification of PEP 249. This is not necessary to worry about it. Just install that kind of thing. That means MySQL connector hyphen Python. Some of the details are used in MySQL connector. That's why I'm installing that also. So go to the place. Dependence thing. They are dependent to each other. After installing, that is also installed successfully. Say close and say OK. Then you got no red underline here. You run this code, but I got it. Python program got connection from MySQL. Understood? Well, go to the next. Go to the next. After that, connection test. One more example. If anything is wrong, what will happen? Connection will be denied. What I will do? A good student will do always what? Like that they will write. They will say like this. What is happening? Except MySQL dot connector dot hmm, database error. Same. Database error is same. ORC Oracle DB dot same. CX underscore Oracle dot same. Exception name same. Connect the same. Execute same. Cursor object same. Everything same. Only two things will change. One is importing model and connection is going to be different. Okay. So here I'm going to say print of what? So problem in MySQL. Problem in MySQL. So try to run this. Got the connection. If anything goes wrong, if you give the password as root one, you get it what problem in where? MySQL. So you need to give it as what? Proper thing. Are you understanding this kind of thing? Yes. So be careful about it. Handling exception is always important. One way is getting output is 50%. Making strong by writing exception handling is another 50%. Understood? So exception handling is there even in Oracle also. Exception handling is there even in MySQL also. But people can't touch that. Why? Their uh, talent is up to that only. Now I'll go to what? The same example. I'll go with another one. With local host, you need to go for it. So test2.py is an important students. Go to the same scenario here. You'll go to this place. Here I'm writing. Instead of local host, you can write IP address also. 127.0.0.1. You can take like that. Once you take this, once you go to the organization, when you are working in an organization, database, they will give you in some other system, database is installed. That system also in the network only. But the network IP address of that system they will give to you. 198.168.0.2 like that. That time you need to mention that type of thing. Are you following? They will give these details by the team members of your project only, and that time you can use those kind of things and execute that same kind of execution you will get it. That indicates either you can give it as a IP address or you can give it as a default local host, because both Python as well as MySQL present in the same system. Is it clear? Well, students, is this code is clear for you? Now I am entering into the further. Open the notes. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Suresh. Okay, mom. Fine. That details you can mention it. Write down. Write a Python program which will create, which will create, which will create, which will create a database, a database, database called batch 7 a.m. Batch 7 a.m. Batch 7 a.m. in MySQL database. Right. So how do you do that now? Hmm. Come on, creating cursor object also same or not? How do you create a cursor object, mom? So here I am writing MySQL cursor object. Cursor object. Of course, I'm just showing you this example, which is also easy for you, not a difficult. So here I will take any one of it. Any one of it you take it. Here I'm going to say cursor object here. That's why I'm writing it. Go forward. CUR is equal to CON dot what here? Cursor of. Cursor of I'm going to take it. Cursor of I'm going to take it. So print. What is this now? Python program. Python program created what? Cursor object. Cursor object. Cursor object. Try to execute. Try to execute. Both the connection I got it as well as cursor object also created. Next, what is our task now? Creating the database. How do you create the database? Now I'm going to introduce. Next one, I'll go to how to create the database. MySQL database, create example. Create example one, create dot py. Simple. So not a difficult. So there I'm going to write it. Program for demonstrating, program for demonstrating, demonstrating how to create a database. What is the name? Batch 7 a.m. So if you go to MySQL, show databases, do you have any such database name here? No, batch 7 a.m. is not there. Now I'm going to create. Okay. So how do you write, students? Now I'm going to write database create example dot py. What are the things similar? Connection same, cursor object same. Can I take the same thing now? Come on. So go to the same thing. Here, whatever you got it, I'm taking the same thing. Here I will go to the cursor object. Of course, it is already available. Connection, you know how to get it. Connection, you know how to get it. That I need not to write again. Cursor object created. Cursor object created. After that, I need to go for what? Create a database. Code for creating what? Database. Database. What is the query? Step number one, step number two, step number three, step number four, design the query and execute or not. Database creation is equal to, in the string only you need to pass it. Tell me, create database, database name. What is the database name? batch 7 a.m. Batch 7 a.m. This is not a statement of Python. It is a statement of what? MySQL, which I'm passing through whom? Through Python program. How do you execute now? cur dot. What is the function name? Execute of what? DC. Execute of DC. I will say if it is successfully line number 10 is executed, print of what will be coming? Come on, what will come? Output will be coming. So database created successfully in MySQL and verify verify. So I will verify that. Any exception is there? Exception you are processing it. So either you are giving the message or you are going for what? Exception message you are going to say. Shall I run this code? Let us run this code. Easy. What is created? Database created successfully in MySQL and verify. Okay, go to MySQL and say what? Show databases. Already how many are there? 5 databases are there. Now you are going to get sixth database is coming. What is my sixth database? Batch 7 a.m. Created or not? Yes. How do you go for? How do you go for? If we run once again, if we run once again, we will get what? Already exist. How can you create? For getting such a message which is happening there as what? DB, you write it. Here you say, comma what? DB. To capture the original message of MySQL, I'll write alias name like this. Try to run once again. Already this is available now. Again, I'm running this. be dropped. So go to the place. Here I'm going to say, see once again, database is gone. Batch 11 is not there here. Are you following me? Well, so it is very easy. So next I will go for one more. How to create a table. Database created or not? See my diagram. Systematically, you need to learn the subject. MySQL, I went to how to create a database. From there, I'm going to create what? So how to create a table. Write down, open the notes. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will write a Python program which will write a Python program create which will create employee table employee table which will create employee table in in MySQL in MySQL. Okay. See students, table I want to create. Immediately subject you have to get it. Every table must present in where? Database. Which database you want to keep your employee table? Batch 7 a.m. Correct? Employee table must present in where? Batch 7 a.m. Online students respond. So I'm going to take up MySQL table create. MySQL table create. Table create. Table create. Example.py. Example.py. So I'm going to write it. Program for creating. Program for creating a table. Employee. Employee. Come on, what are the steps? Importing model, connection, cursor, query designing, execute. Can I copy my code? So instead of typing again and again, I will get it. So I'll go to this place, database create, or what is it, drop, whatever it is. I will go for taking this part, I will get it. So don't think that SAR is copying, because in the entire Oracle, myself only written the code. And a lot of people will not write the code. They will just show the code which is already there. Am I correct? Huh? Will anybody will write the HTML code completely? No. They will show the code which is already present with them. Nobody will write the code. I'm just saying directly, because I will have constant observation, day-to-day observation I have with everybody. They won't write the code. They will show direct code which is already available. But I will explain and I will show the concept for you. Instead of typing it once again, I'll show. Because beginning onwards, you're seeing I'm typing everything in the class. So coming to the point of it. MySQL table create example.py. Now you have to be little careful. While I'm going to create my table, code for creating table, code for creating table in where? Database. When I'm going to go for creating table, my dear students, table creation is equal to, I will go for create. Okay, one sample database I will create here first. First, let me create here. Come on, use what now? Batch 7 a.m. Batch 7 a.m. Now create one table. Student you create. How do you create? Already you know. Create table, table name. What is the table name? Student. In the bracket, what is my columns? Projection is important. Student number, student name, and marks. S and O. What is the type? Int. Actually, for Python programmers, it is so easy to understand. Int. It is not a number type. What is that int? Data type of SNO. Next, I need to give a constraint. If you want, I can give a constraint. Constraint is nothing but a rule to be validating your data. If I want, I can give same primary key. Primary key. Next, I will take it as name. Name. Here, I will take it as varchar of 10. Here, there varchar 1, varchar 2, varchar is there. That is some difference is there in Oracle. But here we are going to take it as what? Come on, varchar 10. Next, I will go for entering into one more here. Here the next one I'm taking SNO into primary key, name varchar of 10, I'm saying. Next, I will go for what, marks, I'm going to take it. Marks, I'm going to take it as what? Here, there are two things are there, students. One is called float, you can write it. If you want a higher data type to store, for Java programmers also use MySQL. C#.NET people also use MySQL. Python programmers also use MySQL. So you can use real also. Real. Real is nothing but what? Float point values only. Float data type, we used a word called what? Real constant values. Did you remember that? Not remembering. Me గుర్తుండదు ఎందుకంటే you are Gajnis. So go to the place. Here it is 7 a.m. 7 a.m. Data types. Under that fundamental data types, float data type, you will see. The purpose of float data type is that to store real constant values. Remember? Hmm? Remember? Yes. Not remembered. No, I'm showing. I'm showing now. Before that, you did not remember, but I explained here. Now remembered. Hmm. ఇప్పుడు నేను అడిగినప్పుడు ఇది గుర్తుందా ఇప్పుడు? సార్ చెప్పాడని గుర్తుందా? తెలుగు వచ్చా? తెలుగు. సార్ చెప్పినట్టు గుర్తుందా? Hmm. So for everything, don't say like this. Neck pain will come. So this is explained to you already. So float point values can be called as what? Real as well as what? Floating point values also. So coming to the point back, here I'm going to write it, ending this point. Really you can use it. Really you can use it. And this is called what? Not null. Not null. You can say not null. You can go for what, students. Name also I can write it what, not null you can say. Let it be end of that. Give a semicolon. Give a semicolon. Query okay. Now it is going to create show tables. Show tables. We are having only one table, student. DESC student. DESC student. So that student is containing something like this. When I use real, it is going to be taken as what? Double. Are you following me? When I use float, float will be taken as float only. Are you getting me? So this is a table I created here. Let me move to the further. Let me move to the further. Here I'm going to enter into this place. Now, how do you create a table? Create table employee. Employee. What should I do? Create a table employee. What are the columns? I'm going to take it. Come on. ENO. ENO. What is this now? Int. Int. What is this now? Primary key. Primary key. And next is called what? Name. Varchar. Varchar of 10 and not null. I can say not null. I'm going to write it. I'm going to write it. Come to the point of it. Next, I'm going to write it. Shall. I'm going to write it. Float. Already gave real over there. Now I'm writing float over here. Next, I'm going to write it. That also everybody has to enter the value called shall value to be entered. Next, I will take it as what company name. I will take it. Company name is called what If you want company name, you take it. Otherwise, not necessary. So I will take something like this because already you know the subject. So close this bracket. And this is called a table creation. Now cursor dot execute of what? TC. TC. What is happening? Table created. Table created successfully in MySQL verify. While you are executing, when you are creating the table, MySQL will put a question. In which database you want to create? Where are you mentioning that? There are a lot of databases are there in your MySQL. Which database you are using? During the connect time only, you must specify compulsory. What is that? Database is equal to what now? Batch 7 a.m. This is the special point to be mentioned. Understood? When I'm creating a table, you must specify compulsory what? Database name. Online students, did you understand this now? Did you understand this part here? Yes. So coming to this place, now I will run my code. Run this code now, students. See that Table created successfully in MySQL and verify. Go to this place MySQL and show what is that? Show tables. Show tables. What is the table created? Employee. You create whatever table you like it. So DESC, DESC, employee. I can take it as what? Float is float only. Understood this point? Very simple. If I try to run my same code again, you will get what here? You will get what? Table is already existing. You can't create. Table employee already exists. Clear or not clear? Clear. So altering, adding, same. I think you are following me. Can you do altering and alter with modify, alter with add? Yes. Online students, I hope that creating table is done. Altering with add, altering with modify. I hope you will do it. So coming to the point of Srajan, sir, here varchar 10 will allow up to 10 characters only. You are mentioning 10 only. Thus, the 10 indicates what? Size. Already I said, what is the doubt to Srajan? Srajan, if we say that 10, they are mentioning what? Size only. You have to mention the size like this. So whatever the size you are mentioning, that many characters only will be allowed, right? So will you do alter with add, alter with modify? How do you drop the table? Drop table, table name. That also will you do? Same program, copy, paste, and then what? Query only, I will change it. Understood? Write down. Next. Online students, I hope you will do the rest of them. Creating, I did. Altering and dropping, you will do. Okay, students, online students. Next, write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will insert, which will insert, which will insert records, which will insert records by reading value, which will insert records in employee table, which will insert records in employee table, which will insert records in employee table, which will insert records in employee table by reading values from keyboard, by reading values from keyboard. Okay, students. Now look at students. Now I want to go for writing that statements. So which one I need to write now? Need to go for what? How to insert the records. Do you know how to insert the records in our class? Oracle, do you remember? What is the difference? Module importing, connection is different. Rest of them is same. Can I copy my old code? Already we done. Our code we are copying. Our copyrights are reserved for us. We can copy our code by ourselves only. So I only created, I only copying. So go to the place. Here I am going to take up. What is that? There is a select insert record and insert record to. Better I will take the second version of the program. Are you following me? So this code I am going to take up. What is this code here? So I'm going to take up. This is the code we have. This is the code we are having. For which one? Oracle related. Today I'm going to take up the same thing. Now I'm going to take it. In this case, a new file name I'm taking. So here I'm going to write it. MySQL I'm going to do it. And how it is easy for doing the operations in database. Once you know perfectly, I'm trying to enter here. So they take this entire thing, come to this place once, come to this place. As it is, you carry first step. Try to paste it. Try to paste it. Now go to the place. Here I'm going to write it. MySQL, MySQL, insert record example dot py. MySQL related example dot py. What is this now? So I need to write MySQL dot connector. Connector I am writing. Now I'm going to write insert same. What is different? Connection. Shall I take the connection now? How simple it is. I will take the connection as it is. I'll write the connection as it is. So I will write this entire statement. I'll paste it over here. Are you following me? Now I will go to what? Cursor object created. Read the data from the keyboard. Employee number, employee name, salary, company name not necessary because I am having how many columns? Three columns. Three columns. Here I am going to design the query, insert into employee, and I took it like this. Remove that company name. I will take it employee number and employee name and etc. You remove what students? Company name. Are you following me? And execute, commit, inserted successfully. Do you want to insert everything same to same? Nothing different. MySQL dot, connector dot, database error, problem in MySQL, problem in MySQL. Everything same. Nothing is difficult. Are you following me? Why I just copied and pasted? To make you to feel database connection is going to be simple, provided when you know module name and connection details. When you work on some tomorrow, some new database is coming. Whatever project people will give you, details of the database they will give to you. Those details you will write in your place. What details you want, you will ask your team leader or you ask your project manager. They will provide the details, and you know how to write the code. Post details you will ask, database name you will create it, and you are going to perform the operation. So same thing like this. Online students, I hope it is more easy for you. Let us run this code. Here, employee number. In previously, go forward here, select star from employee. There was no data present inside, empty. Now I'm going to, what is this now? 100. Now I'm going to take it row sum. 4.5. One row created successfully. Go to the place. Here you say select star from. See, dear students, perfectly designed. Go to the place here. Yes, I'll say S. Enter the number 200. Say the value called Travis here. And the salary is called what you know 2.3. Done. Say S once again and say 300. Say something like Hunter. I will say now some 5.6. Got it. Say once again now. Say some 125. 125. Richie. I will say Richie here and say something like 2.5. Got it. Say no. I'm coming out of it. Go to the place. I'm going to check it out here. Multiple records are inserted. Are you following me? Done. Easy or difficult? Dead easy. What statement I changed? Connection and module importing. Connecting to any database is easier, difficult? Dead easy. Simple. So I'm going to enter into the another aspect. Online students, is it clear for you people, students? Clear. Respond, ma. Respond. You don't sit quiet and calm. You need to respond. You need to respond. So continuously, I should not ask. The moment when code is over, need to respond. Right. So should I go to the next one? I don't. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will delete a record. Which will delete a record. Which will delete a record. Which will delete a record from employee table based on employee number. Based on employee number. Based on employee number. Based on employee number. So it's nothing but deleting. Do you know how to delete the data from Oracle table? Already delete example done or not? That example I will take it. That example I am going to take up. So here I am going to write it. One more query I am taking. Here I am going to make my program ready. I am making my program ready. So here you observe it. Go to this place. Here I am writing MySQL record delete. Record delete example.py. Record delete example.py. So there I'm going to bring my code. What are the code students? Record delete. Delete example 1, delete example 2. Two are there. I will take the second one, which is going to be the final statement of it. So I'll try to open here. This is my delete kind of thing. I'll try to copy here. I'll try to paste it over here. What is happening? This is the one I'm going to say. So once one code is written, other code writing is dead easy. So here I'm going to write it. Import MySQL dot connector. Simple. That previous connection code, I will get it here. Be careful about your indentation thing, students. Simple. Now I will move to the further. Cursor object created. Read employee number from the keyboard. Yes, I got read from the keyboard. Cursor dot execute. Directly I'm writing delete from employee where employee number is equal to percentage D. Are you following me? And say what now immediately? Commit. Only the query. Connection once you change it. Other details are simple. Delete. This one is saying commit it. If it is deleted, result is more than one. If it is not there, you will get result that does not exist. Do you want to delete another record? If you say no, exiting. If you say yes, this will be continued. Because while true you have written or not. And I will write it what now, MySQL dot connector dot as like that. I will take up like this. MySQL DB, don't enter something like this. You got it. Understood? Write out, run this code. Now I'm saying 125x, 125x, exception is same. Understand? Now I'm going to say, enter the number. I will go through once my table. This is my table which is already there. I will say the value called 100. 100. 100 is what? One record deleted successfully. Check it out whether it is deleted or not. Is it deleted or not? Deleted. So if I say one more time, yes, I say 100, which is not there. Record does not exist. Are you following me? So I will say no. If you want to repeat to delete one more record, you can go on entering so that records will be going on removing. Will you practice it? Next is called what? Update. Update. Will you write that? Write down. Write a Python program, online students. Write a Python program which will, which will, which will update, which will update employee salary, employee salary based on employee number, based on employee number in employee table of, in employee table of, in employee table of MySQL, in employee table of MySQL. Okay, come to the point back here. I will take update related kind of things. So select related. Now update related code, I will take it. Where is my update related? So here I think so. Update related example. Update related example is there. But I will take it. Just observe it. So I'm opening it. So I will carry this entire thing. Let us move to this place. Now I'm going to take up one file name I'm taking student. So there I will take it. Oracle update. Here I will take it as MySQL. MySQL update.py. Carry this now. I'm going to take up. Go to this place. Here you're having. Take it once. Put it over here and remove this. Same to same. Nothing is difficult. MySQL example remove and import here same. So this actually I need to give it as a homework you need to do. So I'm having a little doubt whether you will do it or not. That's why I'm just doing this. At least if I post the program, you will look at the program because some students these days not doing homework at all. Are you doing homework? Are you doing these examples? Writing notes? Okay. So I will change this connection here. I'll get it across. You need to do this. So daily reading, daily coming to the class is most important. So cursor update, batch 7 a.m. connection with that. Enter employee number. Company name is not there. Only employee salary. I'm updating more. Enter. Now I'm going to take up updating the query. So set salary is equal to company name. I am not writing. Only one updation I am doing. So I will write it. Remove this now, students. Remove that employee salary and passing the employee number. Execute the query and then committing. Record successfully done. And I will take it here. MySQL dot connector dot. I will take it as what MySQL. MySQL. So I'm going to write it. MySQL DB. Problem in that. Done. So try to run this now. Say enter the employee number to update the salary. What is this now? What is this now? 125 I will take it. 125 I am taking. So next is called what? Enter the new salary. Something like 12.34. So it is updated record successfully. Go to the place and then cross check. It is going to be called what? 12.34. Go to the next 300, 200. Yes, I will say. 200 you say. Something like 11.22. So it is also updated. Go to the place and then check 11.22. Say something like yes, 125 you enter, you say salary 3.4, which is not there. 125 3.4, it is there, 125. Yes, it is there, 125. It is earlier something, now it is updated again. Are you following me? You say next, last, and final, say yes. 100 I am entering, which is not there, and 4.5. Record does not exist. And you say no here, and it is coming out of it. Are you following me? And the related to next statement is called a selection statement, selecting the data, which is going to be what? Metadata same, selecting data, fetch one, fetch many, fetch all, with the description, metadata also there or not. I will take up that. So last I will take it as what I said yesterday, Oracle columns with records, any table example I will tell you. There are select one, select two, select three, I said. You copy paste that and change that. Final example which I said now, that I will open it. That you need to take care, mom. So I'm going to take it. Table name directly I will enter. What is the query name here? Select start from or not? Select start from. I'm taking that. So I hope you are catching my points. Okay. Go to this place and say here, I'm writing MySQL. Here I'm writing. Go to this place and done. And carry this entire logic, paste it over here and go to the connection and other details you do that. So here I am going to do MySQL dot connector here, connection details you will get it, which is similar here, and pass it. That's all. Remaining same to same. Here one thing in the exception side you do it. Connector I am taking it. Table does not exist. Try to run this code. Beautiful. Enter the table name. What is the table name? Employee. Employee table is coming. Are you following that? Metadata code yesterday, and column names are coming completely. You run this code once again. Once again you run this code, mom. You say here student. You say student. Student does not contain any table. Does not contain records. Table does not contain records. Does not contain records. Here, length kind of logic I wrote it. Where is it? Table does not have records. So here I will enter something like student. Table does not have records. I'll run it again and I'll say something. KVR I will enter, which is no, table does not exist. Are you following me? This is comes under what? Selection, select related statements. So with this, you can understand the complete description of what? MySQL. So this session indicate any database is available, which is so easy to communicate. Once you know module name, once you know credentials, username, password, and host and all, That will be more easy. Generally, what they will ask: host compulsory, username compulsory, password compulsory, service ID. Sometimes you will be getting port number also. Sometimes they will ask you. Port number in network programming, I said. So rarely that will come. These are the details about the database communication. File size set, database communication I said, or data persistency. Clear up? Now, with this, database communication is completed. Tomorrow class, when I come back, I will start the OOPS. OOPS. You studied already OOPS in your colleges? That OOPS is OOPS. That OOPS no use. You cannot OOPS any interviews. But once you listen my class OOPS, you can OOPS anybody. Otherwise, they will OOPS you. Are you understanding what is OOPS? Fine. Anyhow, students, I'll stop my class. Tomorrow we are going to enter into the OOPS. So don't miss the class now. Okay. So online students, today's class is clear. I hope so. I will stop the class and tomorrow I will go to the OOPS concept. Don't miss it. Thank you. Carry on. All the best.